I got one.
Yep.
That worked. Hey, Matt Pangrac here, and I just want to go over some of the 3 basic rigs that I really like to use for when it comes to drop shotting. You know, drop shotting is one of the most versatile techniques out there, whether you're fishing from the bank, whether you're fishing in a tournament, fish that have never seen a bait before, or highly pressured fish. Depending on what type of drop shot setup you use, it can be an extremely effective way to catch aggressive fish, to catch neutral fish. It just catches a lot of fish. So these are my 3 favorite drop shot setups, and obviously it's going to change depending on where I'm fishing in the country, the time of the year I'm fishing, and the species that I'm targeting. But as a whole, this will kind of get you covered. We'll start from the most general, and then we'll kind of work through to more specific. The first bait that I'm going to use is going to be a cliffhanger worm. This is just a 4.5, 5-inch finesse worm, extremely soft. It's going to have a lot of action. It can imitate anything from bait fish to crustaceans to salamanders and lizards. It's just a very small, subtle presentation that can imitate a variety of things. I'm going to start out with a natural color like a tilapia. If I've got a little bit of muddy water or some bluegill in the area, I might go a little bit chartreuse on the tail, 1/4 to 3/8 ounce drop shot weight, and keep that weight between 12 and 16 inches above. This is going to be a bait that you can use across the country. It's going to catch smallmouth. It's going to be really good on spots, and it's also going to work on largemouth. You can pitch this thing in and around cover because you're Texas rigging it on a Gamakatsu light wire hook with a tin keeper. So basically think of it as kind of the all-terrain or the 4-wheel drive of the drop shot setups. Next, I'm gonna reach for the Somali. This is more Great Lakes open water when the fish are feeding on if they have gobies in the lake, potentially some crayfish. Depending on if there's current or not, I'm going to adjust that leader length anywhere between 1 foot to 3 foot in length. Typically fished in open water, so I'm looking for the maximum rate of hookup. Going to go with a small #1 Gamakatsu split shot drop shot hook, and then just nose hook that natural colored Somali in the nose right through the front of the bait, and let the action of the bait, the softness of that New Sensations plastic, do the work for me. Just kind of hold it, shake it around, but that's primarily going to be a smallmouth and a spotted bass presentation up north. It will 100% work on largemouth, but if I'm around largemouth, I typically like to go with the worm a little bit more. And then the final one is going to be a drop shot that is based on bait fish. We've seen this play a lot at St. Clair, but around Oklahoma where I'm from, there's a lot of times that you'll see schools of shad that are suspended around bridge pilings. Depending on the time of the year that it is, they could be around brush piles. And my favorite big bite plastic for that is just a 4-inch jerk minnow in a pearl or a white color. It's just an extremely small, easy bait that mimics a threadfin shad incredibly well. You can pitch it in front of fish using forward-facing sonar, or you can pitch it around schools of bait fish and fish that are targeted at near the bottom. So those are my 3. It's going to cover everything, a variety of different forages, some that are very specific and some that are also very generic, from open deep water smallmouth to shallow kind of stained water largemouth. These 3 drop shot setups will cover the gamut and get the job done for you.